Yeah, that's exactly what you want to see. Again, that history between both teams. You know, Mikado and Hyde playing against their old friend in FBZ. Jackie and Savage haven't played against each other. Jackie and Q haven't played against each other. Hyde?
Hyde, he might be in trouble. He went for the D ward, but he's copying a fair bit of damage to the cookie. Gonna land perfectly though. Hyde still running, but not running quick enough. Skem able to take first blood here in the Pulse 5 Snapfire.
It's another thing. But yeah, mid lane should be fairly stable though.
Yeah, bot lane. They're gonna try and go with the Dispose. Savage already taking so much damage, and eventually they might just have enough. Meanwhile, top, or rather mid lane, Yopaj, he ends up going down. Completely solo to Makoto. Lane, Yopaj gonna go for a rotation with the TP out. They want to at least find Hyde out of this, but a nice nightmare. It's gonna put a stop to that. Still, the X is back onto Yopaj, and well, eventually they will find the Bane. No problem. Yopaj will take it. Not quite the kill you really wanted, though, for a TP rotation from the Kunkka, I'd say, John, but
BKB's not quite done, but they at least have the Kisses up and Skem. So they've got a little bit more damage to just work some of those bigger cores down. Would be big if they catch someone like Mikado out here, but they kind of reveal it with a Sentry D ward.
That's a very big pick if they can find it. Savage not going to be able to juke out the Torrent and the boat as Savage. He will just try to stand his ground, but eventually will drop. That's the kill Boom wanted. Still, Skem is going to go down in the meantime, but here come the cavalry. Boom. They want to keep the fight going. Onto KP they go. They want the Death Prophet. Already so low. KP might just drop. It looks like he will. Jackie will take the kill, but now the Fiend's Grip onto FBZ. But do they have the damage for him? Not quite yet. They'll toss him up, but it's not going to be enough. In fact, now Q going a little bit too far forward. Will also be punished here on the Tiny as Jackie gets a triple kill on the Wraith King.
Teamfight of Boom have a bit of an opportunity to maybe look for that mid here though.
They will. Skem does get caught, but Q may have given his life away for this. It's going to be a pos 4 for a pos 5 trade, and it will be, as Yopaj does take the kill. Brighter side for Talon though is they do finally get that mid tier 1 tower. You just start to ask yourself, is it a little bit too late for that? Because Jackie has caught up very nicely now on the Wraith King, and well, he's not quite at the point he wants to be, but he's at a point now where he can escalate that farmer's hide. Is going to get run down. Jackie wants the kill onto the Bane. Meanwhile, on the other side, they've got to zoom out onto the Kunkka, so they might find Yopaj. Pretty massive pick off here for Talon as they'll go for a bit more onto FBZ. Cookie's not going to be enough. Talon kind of giving it back the way of Boom now, 2-1, but it's not going to help, I'm sure, as the plasma field might help a little bit more. And Tim's now. Dispose is going to be there. Onto Savage. They will rush him. BKB's up, but it may not matter. The damage output just way too high as KP going to go for a BKB TP out, but won't make it either. Oh, what a back and forth game already here between these two. Look at this, John. Smoke on smoke situation. Skem, he'll break the smoke, but Jackie gonna jump right in. Avalanche does stun him up, but they got the X onto the Tiny. Drag him back, but not quite the Nightmare. It does save, but Hyde. He's gonna drop immediately as KP. He'll get run down here, but he's still static linking, rather soul binding up. He does drop, however, as Jackie going for a bit more now. Wants Savage, but Makoto. He'll find Tims, but now Savage. He's trapped up. Mortimer's Kiss is flying in. The Torrent connects as well. The Doom is gone, but Q, he jumps in himself. Now the Fiend's Grip. Hyde holding down Yopaj, but it's not quite enough. He's going to die back immediately as now Makoto trying to keep the fight going, but they have not found the first life of Jackie's. He jumps right back in onto the Tiny, onto his previous teammate, wanting another kill, and does find it. An ultra kill for Jackie now. They are still grouping up. They are going to try and at least slow this down a little bit, but Roshan already so low. Tim's scouting out for his team, but does rebound out immediately as Boom, they've got it. FBZ wants a chase now. Tims, he'll be there as well, but the Nightmare gonna put a stop to it as Hyde still trying to run, but Jackie is on the chase with the stun, but not gonna throw it out. He's just not within range. But Boom, they got the Aegis up. They'll hand it over to the Kunkka. And now, even with the low HP on Jackie, he won't mind jumping in onto the Ember. Makoto, big trouble here for the Ember Spirit, but he's still alive, just barely. He remnants out. He is alive. Tim's the one to drop, but does die back as now Jackie being Fiend's gripped up in massive trouble. Is going to go down. Still the boat does fly in. Savage, he's burning alive as he does eventually fall to Skem. And FBZ, he'll trace down KP here on the Death Prophet, but KP, he looks the man up with the Exorcism back onto the Kunkka. Meanwhile, Tim's, this could be a dieback for the Marcy, but no, he jumps out with the Cookie, back in onto KP again, but Makoto and Q right in onto the Marcy, do take him down for a dieback. Tim's is gone. Skem running right to Yopaj, but he does get taken down, as so does FBZ. Talon, they don't quite get the Aegis, John, but they just got everything else. No, they see him. They know he's there somewhere. Makoto, he will get hexed up. Disposes there as well, but can they hold him down? The toss away, but the boat is still going to connect. Is it enough, though? The Nightmare to help out, but it's not going to be there. Makoto goes down. First death of the game for the Ember. And all the gold going back the way of Jackie.
And that's the opening Boom wants. They know BKBs were down. That's what led to that smoke play. Talon had to commit a lot just to find that buyback on Scam.
He's got no
now the
buyback.
high ground is full.
The Ember has no buyback. They're moving in. Doom is out. That might find the first life of Jackie, and eventually he does end up dying. But without two heroes with no buybacks available, Boom Esports, they can go right after the mid-racks here. Nothing to stop them. In Talon, they will try to chip away at Boom, but eventually they may just realize they don't have the Ember buyback.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Refresher Orb available as well on FBZ. So a bit more utility here for the Razor, but Boom, no, they're not feeling confident. Even with the Aegis up on Yopaj, it's going to expire in 5 seconds. They won't risk anything. They'll respect Talon and they'll just back their way out for now.
To the high ground of the triangle once more.
Who do you doom first, John? Savage, who does he want? I think he wants the Conk up,
Oh,
but
no.
still, Jackie, he's the first one in. He's already found Savage. The kisses are flying in as well. Savage, he's BKB'd up. He does commit the doom, but he's still maybe going to drop. In fact, never mind. He's out of there for now. Instead, Makoto, he's the target they really want on the Ember. Can they get the damage out in time? Yes, they can. Fiend's Grip, though, hide. He'll hold down Jackie, who's already quite low on the Wraith King, but do they have the damage output for him? Savage will jump in, but the X-Back from the Idol, protecting the Wraith King for now, but KP still gonna charge him, but no Jackie. He mans up. What a Giga Chad. Still surviving. Right back in Jackie. He does take down Savage before he ends up dying himself. Oh, his hide ends up going down as well. Available. So just keep scouting out for now. Japoi breaks the Lincolns onto the Ember, into the disposed Makoto. He can't afford to die, but he gets the BKB off in time. Still Talon. They've popped their BKBs too early. They might need to back off, but Savage jumps in as well. Makoto, he's trying. Doom is out onto FBZ, but Savage, he might go down, but no, he jukes them out. Oh, he's juked them out for now. The Doom is still fine. Jackie, he'll back out of there, and Yopaj, he's the one to drop on the Conker. Makoto, just so much damage being dealt here from the Ember. Oh, they might run right into Tim's. Q, no, he wants Scam. He'll find the Snapfire. Makoto immediately in to try and help out, but here comes FBZ. Q, he will drop as a trade. Is now Savage trying to move in. Doom is out. Who have they got? It's going to be FBZ on the Razor. Meanwhile, Jackie, he does have that secondary life. They completely ignore him. Taking down FBZ first, as now Jackie with only one life is more susceptible. Makoto, he'll go for the chase. Savage right behind him. They've got the Wraith King locked down and take him out. Oh, Talon, here we go, John. They're onto a comeback in game one.
That's their opportunity. They have to kind of play this hit and run style, make sure Boom is sort of declumped initially, get their BKB usage just right, find the perfect Doom target from Savage, and some good damage off, but not really looking to commit from Boom. They just work the jungle, get that farm build up. They're going to work into FBZ Zags with a refresh. Double Eye of the Storm can end this game really fast. So Boom's still got a lot of good angles left here, Mike Talon. It does still feel like they've got to be careful considering their racks down still.
Bot lane, this could be where the fight breaks out, John. They see Makoto on the creep wave as the Aegis does expire, and Jackie will show himself. Was trying to bait Talon forward. They won't move yet, though. They're going in completely blind here, Talon, so they'll have to wrap around the other way, trying to find an opening that suits them. Now mid lane, Savage, Scythe Device is out. They will block with the Lincolns, and Savage for now going to be fine as Makoto right in, just scouting out for his team and Q. With the Avalanche toss onto FBZ. Makoto, he just keeps going on the Ember. He does not give a crap, but FBZ, he'll drain some damage away from the Ember Spirit. Meanwhile, Jackie has found hide on the Bane. That's one down. But Boom, can they find any more? Makoto still around, but Japoi trying to get a Scythe Device off. Will break the Lincolns into the Scythe, and now with the link out and the double the Eye of the Storm, it's a lot of damage. Still Savage gonna jump back in on the Doom, but he's gone. Oh, he tried to save the Ember, and he does do so, but it costs his own life. Can they find Jackie at least? It doesn't seem like it. He's on the run. Instead, they'll be forced to take Skem on the Snapfire. Meanwhile, KP does at least find the first life of Jackie, but can he get a second? Beach Grip is there. Hold him down from Hyde. Jackie needs some help. They'll just keep holding him down into a double doom out. Jackie, he's got no way to survive this.
God.
Now Savage, right onto FBZ, takes down another. Yopaj, he is forced to run on the Kunkka. He cannot keep the fight going. They do commit buybacks for that fight, Talon, but I think it's well worth it.
They managed to find a lot of big kills. Savage doesn't want to be caught out here.
He's alone.
Oh boy.
Oh, Savage. Side device, Savage.
Oh
That's
boy.
a dieback, Savage. That's a dieback, sir.
Yeah. Feel completely necessary? I think it's all just down to play. Whether or not Boom can play the way they want to, or Talon can play the way they want to. This Roshan's big for Boom. It has the free refresh shard, so way more spells to spam out here.
He'll refresh, pop his BKB, TP out, and he'll be fine. In fact, Q, he may not be so fine, but the A on this gonna save his life as now Savage jumping in, Doom out right onto the Kunkka, but he's doomed himself. Oh, he's doomed himself, the Lotus Orb. It's gonna save the life as Yopaj is going to be fine to walk out, and now Tim's going right back on Makoto, forcing the Fiend's Grip, and Makoto's been caught out. The Nightmare's not going to save him. He is gone. He could buy back, though, if he wants to keep this fight going. KP has been caught back now. Savage, he'll refresh. The buyback is there. Jackie might lose that first life, but still healing up, still surviving. Does finally go down. They'll find Tim's on the Marcy. Jackie, who do we aim? Onto the Skem, onto the Snapfire. They'll take him down. Meanwhile, Savage being tossed away by Q, being saved by the Tiny. Tiny Airlines getting Savage out of there just in the nick of time.
Skem. I think you just hand it over to Skem, have the gobble up ready, and just initiate from a mile away. And no, with that Ags up on Jackie, it's very low risk to toss literally anyone as long as Jackie's close by.
Here we go.
Oh,
Here we go, John. Time has come. Boom, they're not going to wait that long. They'll refresh on FBZ and they'll get started. Keep in mind Makoto, he does have that Stygian Desolator, so his damage is amped quite a lot. Of Savage already jumping in, has found Japoi on the Kunkka. They want to melt him down and they've got him. Doom is out. He'll have the reincarnation life. That's about all he's got right now. Savage, he even found Skem on the Snapfire. It's another down here for Talon as Q jumps in, killing off Japoi, and now FBZ trapped up with the Marcy. They'll take him down. Meanwhile, Jackie still trying to keep this fight going on the raid team of Makoto. Just jumping all across the team fight, not letting anything happen to his teammates as they do find Savage. But he'll buy back. He wants Jackie a second time. How much can Jackie do on his own? The answer is not much. Not without a BKB. He is going to go down, and Talon, they have successfully defended high ground. There's another Hex out on Jackie. Get him, cute. You pop that book, sir. You know what to do. There they are. Look at him, Jonathan.
Oh my god, no way.
They're back in, John. How great's this? This
They're
is
going
peak
tier
Dota.
4s.
They're going tier 4s. I mean, there's 3 heroes without buyback here for Boom. They had such an advantage. They had so many Roshans. But Talon, they are just a dedicated bunch. They want this win. They want to be the best team in SEA. And they might just have it, at least for game 1. As they'll move in on the tier 4 towers. Boom, they're going to try one last time to defend this. FBZ, he's in with Jackie with the Feeds Grip. Going to hold him down immediately. That's one life gone. Jackie, how's he going to fight this? It's all him against the world. As FBZ's already going down. Jackie, he'll go for a run, but the Ancient is completely exposed. They'll just aim that down as Jackie does get caught out. No chances of escape. He's gone. And Talon, what a game it was, John. They're still trying here, Boom. They are still trying, but the Ancient is going to go down, and teams as Talon do pick up the victory. Game 1 to go the way of Talon. Run right back into Skem here, so might be able to get a bit of damage off with that double damage available. In fact, has a cookie in 1 if he can reach, but he believes he's out of range for that, so won't bother. Still no first blood being drawn quite yet, and you kind of ask yourself how this kind of quiet game, who it really favors. A Savage top lane. As I say, it ends up going down. It's FBZ and Tim's able to secure the kill with the X-Arrow combination. That's a big first blood to secure.
Punish that Enigma, who's not going to have too much farm. It's still a
Tim's
support in the jungle.
Omni was committed. Tim's leaps away from it. Now Savage maybe going too far for this. He'll spin for it, and he will just TP right out. Very confident play from Savage. Just abusing the phase boots movement speed to secure their kill onto Tim's, and
Oh,
Even bot
Jackie?
lane. Jackie, he's been caught out. KP right on top. They do get the rupture though on Yopaj. Nice rotation. Does save the day for the Bloodseeker. Well, Talon again, John, I think they're more than happy to play a slow game as they do run right into FBZ, popping the Laguna, and FBZ, he's just not that tanky when you're surrounded by 3 heroes and he just immediately ends up dropping. But once you have the BKB, you are free to start joining these team fights as this Bloodseeker. Start getting involved with your team. Definitely not one of the heroes you imagined just to sit back and farm. Is now bot lane Tim's. Very deep. Cookie's gonna land. Dust is out, but leap towards the left side as now Yopaj does rotate, and even the curse. Hold down Makoto. Make sure they get the kill, and they will. In fact, an arrow landing on Hyde. Oh, there's a sniper in the house, John. Landed perfectly and completely blind from Tim's. They'll find a secondary target. Fine. They have to let this one go down for free. They've got no information around the Roshan pit. And even if they did, John, I just don't think they can force a fight. Not right now.
No, they have no angle. They have Black Hole, but no Blink and Q, no BKB. Not very easy for him to find that angle. And they're just forced to surrender the objectives. As we've seen, you know, they give up their tier 1s. They're dropping kills one by one as long as it's not a huge clump up. And they're just making sacrifices to try and stall. Boom, though, doesn't feel like they're going to wait here.
Nah, Yopaj, he'll find the Snapfire once again. Mega kill streak now for him, finding his 5th kill of the game. They saw the Eidolons, and it should be a nice, easy kill, though. Hyde also getting caught out here on the Snapfire. Savage does show up to try and help out, but Hyde's already gone.
For these item timings, Soldo.
They're still fighting into Black Hole. Q may get caught immediately, however, unless they can find Savage, but they'll go for the Enigma first. Arrow's gonna land, and that'll be your Enigma gone. As Savage, Rupture is there. He'll try to BKB out and should be able to make it out as Japoi can't break the gap and does not have toss available anyway. No way to cancel. They'll take the 2 support kills for Boom, but they could keep going for this mid-tier 2 tower, John. They have a siege creep and they have plenty of damage.
Yeah, they've got everything they need to go high ground. Jackie's not under threat, just life steals off for the Blood Rage, and just go straight up. They still have Aegis only for 15 seconds, but that's just a free reset for Jack if they want it.
He has BKB, but he might need to pop it, but the arrow is gonna land. Oh, Makoto not reacting fast enough that time. Once the arrow connects, there's no survival. As mid lane, Savage, he thinks he's safe, but the Orchid is going to silence him up right into the boat. He'll cop the bash, and now the double torrent coming out. Into the curse, hold everyone down. Nobody dying quite yet, though, but KP, he might be the first one. They'll X him back. Torrent, it will connect and eventually take him down. In fact, they are underneath Sentry Vision now. Tims is going to be spotted out. Nice Lotus Orb onto KP. They might find the Marcy, and they will still. Tims does go down. A 1-for-1 favoring Boom Esports, and now the full team fight does begin as Savage is already gone. Meanwhile, Q, he could try for the BKB TP, but he can't even do that. The bash is there from Jackie into another. They'll find Hyde.
But again, it's just taken so long for Talon to hit this point. With the Aegis Shards going away with Boom as well, the secondary life, again, high ground is such a great possibility for Boom, and there's really just not much threat stopping them yet. Let's see what it does. And of course, they've always got the X push coming out, so not the highest commitment required to take these objectives. They still have the Black Hole threat. Blink is up on Q. They've got to find something on Talon. Alter the arrow.
KP disposes there. Keep in mind, secondary life on the Bloodseeker, but there's your Black Hole. Q, he's caught 2 of them. That'll be Tim's gone for 1. Jackie, he will lose that first life. A curse out now, though, holding down Savage. Can they follow up on this? Yopaj, he's in with an avalanche toss combination. Q's down, Savage held down as well. He will drop to the Tiny. There's now KP, or Yopaj, just sticks it right up him with a massive tree as they do call the GG. Talon can't do it for game 2. But luckily for us, Jonathan, we get a game 3 between these 2 juggernauts of SEA. You see him, he's got 19 denies in his top lane.
Yeah, there's also just not much a Morphin can really do onto the
Jackie?
Mars. You just kind of want to focus on the farm.
That'll be a great pick-off. They'll pick up Jackie. First blood to go the way of Makoto on the Batrider. Very nice rotation. There's now Yopaj just trying to help out. Is going to get chased down by Makoto, and he does have Lasso up. And look at this Batrider with the haste, and he just keeps chasing. But surely, oh, he's going to go for it anyway. Lasso is there. Onto Yopaj, he's completely out of mana now. Surely no way out of this. They'll try to shadow word him up, but it's not going to be enough. Makoto
Hunting down Savage, punishing that Morphling.
well, Scam, he's about to get punished here, John. They are going to find Jackie, though. In fact, Yopaj is going to rotate down bot lane. KP immediately caught out. And Makoto, this time, unable to make an initiation. Looks like he was going to commit the Scam, but Q might just kind of sack his life here. We'll go for an avalanche and a Tumbler's toy out, and well, Golem is going to be dropped, but Makoto is going to move in as now a nice curse into a toss back. Oh, Yopaj outplayed there by Q and Hyde. Onto FBZ they go. They'd love a Mars as well. Instead, they'll go after Scam. Oh, I love that from Q.
Have Q's blink up here.
They're pinging out that triangle. Wards down. They're going to see Jackie on the TB, but can they grab him in time? Avalanche is up. Toss is there. Golem dropping now. The Sunder. It's going to make it just in the nick of time. Scam saves the day, but can they save completely? KP, he sapped a lot of damage away, but now he's trapped up. The arena down from FBZ, getting two of them. Hyde, he's going to drop, and KP will follow. Oh, Scam with the Golem drop. It was so close, yet so far for Talon. And now Jackie with the meta popped. He's going right after Roshan. No messing about for Boom.
Yep. They've got good damage coming through from Jackie. Not going to take too long to rip through that, but now you have Mikado in with his own BKB that hasn't been popped here.
Very scary now for Boom. Meanwhile, oh, Savage. Ooh. Savage goes down across the map. The Ags was up on Yopaj, and with the double damage, he wasn't expecting it. Now Q to get caught out on the Tiny, and suddenly Talon somewhat falling apart here, Jonathan. 20 minutes into the game, Roshan is still going the way of Boom Esports. And they are really just smothering Makoto right now. Just following him down as FBZ. Gonna catch out his previous teammate. They can't land an arrow yet though. Makoto, he'll be on the run, but Tims might just continue chasing him down. Blind arrow is thrown out, but is off the mark. So FBZ, maybe a blind spear. FBZ, no, he'll try.
Difficult to find the angle in there. We'll go for a smoke play.
They smoke right into the Skadi timing, John. FBZ, he's going to break the smoke. He has Arena up. Meanwhile, Makoto, who did he actually end up catching? It's only Tims. Meanwhile, FBZ actually in trouble. On the Mars, they'll chase him down, and Boom, not looking for a fight, end up losing two.
Boom, just happy enough to stand back. They still have this fresh BKB on FBZ to show off as well.
Oh, Yopaj. Gonna see Makoto, but instead it's on to Hyde. They want the Wyvern first, and they've got him. Makoto also getting trapped up. He got stunned and taken down. Oh, Q, he tried to help out, but he could not do anything in time. In fact, Yopaj will bottle it up himself. KP in position to break the smoke. Outpost to be taken. Can they get a stun on somebody? FBZ, he'll start on the Tiny. Yopaj, he'll make the jump in, but the cold embrace. It's going to buy a bit more time here for Q to survive through it. And he will be able to force up out as now the lasso. Makoto, Aeon Disc is going to be proc. Yopaj, he's still fine. Everyone backs off. It's FBZ, still has the arena up, looking to initiate once again, and Talon, they're on the run. Golem is dropped. It only connects on one, but they found the Wyvern. That'll be Hyde gone. Now on the tree line, Talon, they're all stuck right now. FBZ, where's the arena? Not out yet. Meanwhile, KP, he'll TP away as they find both supports.
Good. I think either one's going to be nice. And Talon just can't get there in time. You're just going to have to surrender another Roche. They are starting to clump around bot. But with a secondary life on Jackie, it does feel like the path for Boom to find this game 3 is pretty clear now, Mike.
It certainly is, John. I mean, currently 90% win probability here for Boom Esports. Talon. Oh, they might get run into. Jackie frontlining this time around. Find some raindrops on the floor. BZ. That initiation. Yopaj, he's going to make the jump in, but the Aether Remnant not going to connect, and now FBZ not on the mark with the spear, but has a nice arena. Onto two, into an arrow set up onto Q, so Jackie, he can get to work. Hyde, he'll at least get a curse off, but it's not an illusion. It will not save the day, and that's your curse down now. So Boom, they'll just keep going. FBZ, he's going to find Hyde on the Wyvern, and he will soon follow Q. There's now high ground is going to be available, and you know when Skem starts spamming voice lines, John, he's feeling happy.
Oh yeah, they're having a great time here on Boom. Talon just not able to find anything, and they're rushing deep.
Nice Aether Remnant. KP forced the BKB up and go for a link. Savage now does have the Skadi up at least, but Without your supports, you can't really hope to defend this mid lane of Barracks. They'll have to at least accept one of them going down. The metamorphosis is almost over, so boom, I believe we'll back off after this. Unless, jump in, they found Makoto on the Bat Rider and he's already gone. Oh, Yopaj just takes him out so easily. And now without the Bat Rider buyback, you just keep going. You don't need metamorphosis. You just need to hit towers.
Yep.
And smoke up. This could be the final team fight. Yopaj, he's in position to break the smoke, but does walk away for a moment as they are still rushing down. But now they have found a target. It'll be Tims and the Marana, but what a golden drop scam. And now the arena, FBZ, he'll take down Makoto again. No buyback available on the Bat Rider. The Savage, he's going to try and chase down the Warlock, but Scam's just walking away into the tree line. And Jackie will follow very, very closely as Savage, still trying after Scam. Spear is going to land, however, they found the Warlock, but what's it going to cost the side of Talon? Savage still alive, but can't really afford to die as Yopaj does keep following, but do they have enough? Not quite yet. The Morphling is out of there. Buyback is out on Scam. It's a 4v4 scenario. Still no buyback available on Makoto. The final lane of Barracks, or at least the tier 3 tower, is now under siege from Boom. Keep in mind, they don't have a great duration left on this metamorphosis. About a third of its duration still available. They do have enough time to get the racks, but Talon can certainly look to slow them down as they do jump in, but the Halberd immediately out onto KP, and he is just going to melt to the damage output if he's not careful. He's slowed up, but Jackie, a man of objectives, goes after the bot racks instead, and eventually we'll just leave after the metamorphosis is gone. There's no rush here for Boom. They are not throwing this game Talon's way, that's for sure. They'll move in once again. Savage. Reflection is there, but they completely ignore it. They just want the Megas up. KP is going to make a jump in, though. Try to slow this one down as Makoto unable to find a lasso. The TB still fine as now Japoi jumps in after the Tiny, but Q also going to survive through it as Hyde looking for a curse, but now FBZ, what an arena! He's caught all 4 of them into the Golem and the Fatal Bonds, and they are just going to get wiped. Oh, it's not even close. FBZ putting a lid on this game, and it was only natural, Jonathan. The Kings of SEA 4-2 or 3. It's still going to be Boom Esports.
Yeah, they managed to make it